All right. Welcome everybody to the Elite League semifinals, Division 1, Demoralize and Insane. With me today, we have Sal doing some casting with me, and Sal is going to walk you through some information about the playoff format this year.
Yeah, most people should know by now, but in case you don't, this year in the Elite League, this season rather, it's been a new format for playoffs. It's quite similar to the very old WL playoff format, where first goes directly into finals and second face third in the semi-final. But the difference is now we have a much bigger advantage and plays in a higher seed or a higher spot in the regular season. So when second face third, they only actually have to win once in the semi-finals to advance to the finals. Instead, second has to win twice to advance to the finals. So that having second seed is a much bigger advantage than before. And also for finals, the team that got first in the regular division only has to win one match in the finals. Instead, whatever team that advances from this match that is going to be played now has to win twice in finals in order to win the entire division.
I like it. It gives the whole season worth something a little bit more, and it makes all the time and effort that you guys put in through the first 10 weeks of the season all matter so much more in dictating what your seed actually means. So I really like the idea of it, and I can't wait to see what happens. I'm kind of pulling for Insane to get the first win, so we get both matches and go the distance here. But Demoralize looks really strong right now, so I'm kind of worried that Insane's gonna struggle a little bit to get through there.
Yeah, the lineups. Frozen, which is also going to be our POV for our match, and Casper, Onan, Quinn, and Spec, I'm assuming Bargain. Because this is Sui, by the way. I don't think we've said it. It is Sui set Bargain rule set. And this lineup, I think it's about as good as it gets for DZ.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the best lineup that they can put out, and we are going to be watching Frozen's POV, and so I'm really excited to see kind of what Frozen does. Always watching his streams is entertaining. I really like the way that he plays. It's entertaining to watch, and I don't think that DZ can put out a better lineup than they have right here.
Maybe the only exception being Jake. Yeah, Jake.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Jake's
say
probably the best player right now. It would be hard to argue otherwise. But yeah, other than Jax not being able to play, this is the top DZ lineup, and he would probably just sub in for, I would probably say Ornan or Quinn would be the only substitution there. And then over on Insane team, we've got Charge, Crash, Gomez, Mike, and Thunder. This lineup is probably a little iffy. We're not exactly sure. They're sorting out some lineup issues and some availability problems. So hopefully we'll have that fixed if it does change. Otherwise, we'll just keep that lineup as is. DZ has taken both matches, but while they both have been close, DZ has found a way to pull it out. Though, albeit on one of the matches, it was off of Jax's back entirely. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see if they can at least push it to a match 2.
Yeah, we were talking about the missing of Jake in one of the two lineups, but I think they're also missing quite a few people. I don't know if that's really the lineup they wanted to bring going to the semifinals, but anyways, looking at the two matches that have been played between these two teams in the regular division, surprisingly, both with the same exact result, 370 to 362, but the second leg, or rather the second match, so the week 7 as opposed to week 2, has actually been won by IS in the end because of a trolling penalty. And yeah, so it's actually 1-1. And yeah, as you stated, week 7, Jake with 144 points, and this is why we're saying it's gonna be a miss out for them, that most definitely.
Yeah, that was a rough week across the board for DZ just in general, with Jax putting up 144, and then you're having Casper only put up 69, and Ornan and no one else on DZ even breaks 80. And 80 is kind of like the standard of, if you break 80, then you're average. Yeah, so I mean that's a rough spot to be in if no one's putting up 80 on your team. So I mean, kudos to Jax for putting up that many points, but His team's gonna have to do some work without him today. So not having Jake will be interesting. But other than that, just across the board with insane team. If you look at Crash and Gomez and Mike, they're all insanely solid players across the board, and any one of them could pop off on any given week. So that's always a scary thing, and that does make having them all in the lineup consistently good, because then it doesn't matter if someone pops off, because they're all going to put up a good amount of points anyway. Charge is a really streaky player for me. He's someone that can score 90, and he's someone who can score 60. So it depends on what version of Charge shows up today, and if Charge comes to play today, I think Insane Team can push it to 2 for sure. So we are going to be having Crash not play today instead. Karalti is going to be bagging, and the sub for Crash is going to be Jorge. And honestly, I like Jorge subbing in. I mean, he's not Crash, but I think Jorge is someone who's just a really solid player. Even though his peak was back in what, like 2014, 2013. I think he's just someone who's always going to find a way to play consistently, and watching him drive is just so fun. Everything about it is he makes everything look so effortless. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Jorge, because like he wasn't even supposed to play, and I think in the lineup that IS is playing with right now, it is probably the player that's gonna put up the plays and maybe change some races completely. Don't forget, IS is also missing Kevin from Germany.
Oh yeah, they don't have Kevin.
Yeah, it's actually their top scorer for the regular season, 33.2 average. And Jake also is DC's top scorer as well. But IS missing both Kevin and Crash.
In the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about some potential tracks that could be pitfalls for both teams. From what I've seen, I wouldn't be surprised to see DZ pick Waluigi Stadium and DK Mountain as big tracks for them. And I could see iDollar looking for more oriented close to TF.
Yeah, DZ kind of like those Mogi tracks, I guess, like DK Mountain, something you play very often in lounge, I guess. With players like Casper and Frozen, you're a bit more comfortable with that, as opposed to some of the players in IS, maybe not so much. IS is a bit more of a standard team with a more standard kind of play style and preference in track picks, I guess. Maybe GV even with the players, with their players.
Yeah, I mean, Casper really likes GV, but I know from Insane Team that Lugia is phenomenal at Grumble, and if he gets triple shrooms, I don't see anyone beating him. I don't know that I've ever seen him fail the rock hop in my life. So
yeah, I said GV for IS.
Oh, GV for IS, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I really like that call. I think they're gonna do really well there. Yeah, GV it is for DZ. That was one of the tracks that we said. It was, like I said, it wasn't my favorite pick, just because you're really only rolling with 5/8 there for the potential bagging. 2-3 could still get shrooms, which could be a big thing if they do hit that. IS does get their track pick of BCW.
BCW, I don't know if I really agree with that.
I don't like it. I mean, you're only
first,
1-4. You're only 1-4.
Yeah, and first it easily gets overtaken for whatever reason.
Especially when you got 2 people behind firing items, because top 3 are getting an extra set, so you have to deal with 2 people getting an item behind you before you can even get to the next box.
Also, something that's very underrated at the very beginning is that second and third can even go for the drift low trick that sometimes can make you overtake first. And I think that might have just happened.
Frozen did get the lead, but he did hit his teammate from the looks of it. An attempt, I don't know about that. That was a little questionable, but he does get first back because they go for the item. He doesn't get the wheelie out. And it does look like Mike is holding first. Little back spam, a little early. Ooh, a little laggy, a lot laggy. Gomez shrooms up. But
someone takes glitch. That is Casper. Yeah.
Yeah, so Casper took glitch. 2-3-4 coming out for IS right now. Lugia goes down. And Charge and Mike are kind of holding down 2-3, but it looks like Frozen's probably going to get him right here.
Good avoiding. These now is max lagging quite a bit right now.
Oh.
Alright.
Pulls the bomb. That's it for the. Ooh, and a TC pass coming out from Gomez. That's rough. So 2-3-4 going to be held pretty solid for a while now. I assume Jorge probably has a star or a mega, and he's just going to hold that for right now. Quinn, at worst, holding a star. And the slowdown there is kind of interesting. Bottom 3 coming out right now for DZ, so they're going to have to do something.
Let's see if we can also see the oh, the glitch fail. Not the best attempt. Again.
Not a great attempt coming out for Frozen, so he's deep last. And there's a little separation between Jorge and then 2-3-4, but Casper does look like he's holding a bit of a lead right now. So right now, I mean, if nothing changes, we're looking like it's going to be a win for IS, but it looks like DZ's has shock.
Yeah, Spec is not moving.
He's
not moving, yeah. He's not even going for boxer or anything. Oh, he misses the box though. Frozen. Let's see.
I wonder if Quinn's holding Bill.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little late. I don't know if they're waiting for Frozen to get some...
this is fine. You probably put Casper right at the ramp, yep.
Oh,
and then get the chain out there, but it didn't look like... I didn't see Quinn dodge, but...
I think he did, yeah. Oh, the glitch!
He got it.
Makes it!
Wow,
that was so
that's
close.
Big time.
I think
he barely got over that.
Yeah, I think it might have been the close attempt of it.
Still 2-3-4 though for IS, and everything else for DZ. Oh wait, no, it's 2-3-4. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I was worried for a second because I saw the DZ tag pop up, but it was Spec, and I was worried that Casper lost first, and I was like, this is awful. Well, I'm gonna say that's a good salvage race coming out for DZ. IS had control pretty much that entire race, and if they pull a blue there, that's just really bad news for DZ. But luckily, it looks like they did not, or DZ was holding it.
It's a shame that such a high glitch attempt only gain a one spot, like overall as a team. I don't know.
I mean, yes, but it's a big gain because Quinn trimmed up at the very, very end, and he passed Jorge. And I mean, if he doesn't make it, it's way worse. But Jorge was already at the top of the spot, and he got hit by something. So that's a big gain just in general, because those few points there are going to mean a lot in a match that.
Yeah, and
before trolling, each race was decided by single digits. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Both matches ended up by 8-point swing, and that was pretty close to that. So you know, could always matter.
Right, exactly. And sometimes, like in a race like that, you know that it's going to be a loss, so you got to take as small loss as possible.
Even bagger points, sometimes baggers just
bagger points
stop messing around.
There's really a 24-point swing in bagger points. How many wars are decided by 24? That's the entire bonus point sometimes. Obviously, if you take all 12 points because you just didn't get any shocks and you just didn't go for it, probably not the best, but it still could matter. So
it's like a lot of people
coming out here. I think this was DZ's pick, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I like the pick.
Happened to Casper?
I don't know. I think he burned out or got wheelie bumped at the beginning. But a big lead for, is that top 4 right now for
I think
IS?
I might have got Bob's next.
Okay, no, it's back to being pretty even. 4, 7, 8 right now, but
they were top 4 for a second, so yeah.
Yeah, they were top 4. Not a lot happening here for Frozen since he only gets triple greens, so it doesn't look like anyone did Ultra.
I feel like the only people that got anything to take the Ultra were Stars, and they decided it wasn't worth it. Maybe
they're just gonna hold it. Not a bad call.
Blue coming out though from Frozen, so
and it looks like DZ has the shock again from the looks of it. Yeah, he missed the wall glitch there. That was way too far forward.
Let's see if we can see any of the spots up there. Looks like IS.
Ooh. I think if he would have just held back the whole way once he saw the POW, he would have lived. But the shroom pushes him down faster there, so.
I don't know what to expect from this race because are these top 2? I think so.
DZ's top 2. And Quinn's got to be holding a dodge, so oh, there's a blue.
Oh, blue coming out.
I think you cancel. Nope.
Star coming in. No.
2 people in stars. Okay, smart. They'll call him out. Most likely, unless Quinn's got another one. They're gonna shock here.
Oh, you have to call it.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. There we go. Oh, hits the banana. Is it gonna cost anything?
He's still gonna beat him. He's still gonna beat him. Oh, maybe not.
Oh,
man.
maybe not. You could maybe even gotten 30 if it didn't hit the banana. Maybe that's a bit
Definitely
optimistic.
would have, but
Yeah.
top 2-4, top 2-5, and then Quinn got 6th. So good race for TZ. Again, I mean they're controlling the shocks, so they're controlling the pace of this match right now, and IS is just holding on as much as they can. So overall, just solid work coming out from Spec right now.
I think DDR was going to be a much bigger win from DZ. I guess not. The blue kind of changed everything, and also 2 stars coming in to prevent the shock. It was pretty good play and good holding of those stars, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know if Quinn got another dodge or not, or if he just got himself shocked before boxes. So
it looked like it wasn't another star, but I have no idea how he would have got 6th after dodging in a star.
Yeah, considering he was so close to Frozen, so he must not have, and he must have just got shocked in front of the boxes and gotten a star there. So that's the only thing that I can imagine. So we will, we'll see. I like the KC pick coming out for either team, really. Kind of just a mid-ground track.
Oh. Burnout.
And this might be better for IS in general because it's going to be a lot harder. Quit taking both boxes. It's going to be a lot harder for DZ to just outbag and get the shock here. So we'll see what happens. The only problem is the fact that Spec is using Funky while Karalte is using Daisy, and if you're Daisy on this track, you're just having a bad time, but you just get thrown around, and it's very difficult to get boxes if you were the Daisy.
Yeah. It does change a bit. It's not like the biggest of the disadvantages, but obviously there is that advantage. It's not. It is to consider.
Yeah, I like the use of the shroom there, just kind of going as fast as you can. Get back up there, maybe pull something in 5th. DZ top 2 and Frozen pulls triple shrooms. The second best item he could pull there behind a Golden.
Yeah. So
right now, Lugi's kind of caught in no man's land.
Is he actually gonna? I don't know. Well.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you do you. If I chain that, I'm not pulling triple shrooms. But I mean, good news for you is that you're gonna have a great race. Assuming
did I hear a blue yet?
Shock. There was a blue, and now
Quinn
he
also
takes out the whole team by himself. 1-man army up here. I think he was trailing at green too, so that's kind of scary. I would shroom again. Yep, smart play. But so did Mike. So Mike's got a shroom right now. So Mike's probably just gonna do the shroom spot for the shroom, and then Frozen will take it here. Yep.
Yeah.
So right back, business as usual. A fib though, that could be scary. I didn't like the drop immediately, but
I like without fibs. I like to back really early, but with the red shot spot, I think it's too overpowered not to do.
I really do. I mean, he got it right there, and you just pull it out, and then you drop it wide on the red shell. You show him that you have the fib, and then you drop that fib wide, because there's no way he's going to take that tight. A nice target power coming in, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and I think that actually hurts IS more just because all the items dropping. 1-3, 1-3-5 coming in for DC, I think. It's kind of hard to look back at the minimap.
Casper's going to be on 40 points after 3. Holy.
As far as why not going for the trick on the pipe, I think he was just trying to Mander strat both times, but I really like doing the trick, even if you just clip the wall and you don't get like the immediately wall to ground, you get a short hop, but it's still faster than just kind of sailing through the air. But
Yeah, I usually also go for the trick because if you don't get the Manda, it's still you get the boost when you land. If you
Yeah.
do get the Manda, it's just a trick Manda, which is nearly as fast. Anyways, 1, 3, 6, 7, 9.
So not a bad race. Win by 5. So +3 overall, I think. I did that math way too fast.
Yeah, no, it's correct.
Okay, great. I don't look like a complete fool, so that's great news. I will make a fool of myself plenty already, so I don't need any help. Solid 3 races so far, +3 overall for DZ. So we are we look like we got ourselves a match.
CM for 1, 3, yeah, that's reasonable. That's pretty. 1, 3, I guess Maple could be good. Maybe they just don't prefer it.
Yeah, it would have been risky if Mike had a red. The only problem is that he didn't get an item box. He shroomed through the spot there, and then Frozen took the box. So Frozen knew that, well, Frozen should know that there is no way that Mike can have an item. So backing at that point is fine, and that's exactly why I like pulling it out, because if you pull it out there when you know he doesn't have an item, it's automatically going to scare him back a little bit just to force himself to go wide a little bit. And then if you drop it around the red shell after you've pulled an item that you know is not another fib, I mean, you're just in a great spot there. Obviously, in the end, it didn't matter. He still got first, so no big deal. But I think that would have been a little better. But it's a lot easier, you know, when we're sitting here in our comfy chairs watching the match as opposed to actually playing in real time. So overall, I like his decision making. Nice off the wall too from Mike. Casper reads him immediately after, but IS takes top 2 with
Okay,
Shroom,
okay,
so...
Bryson.
Oh, charge just failed. So now 2-3 coming in for DZ. Frozen is not someone who looks behind him too much, so it's going to be kind of hard to watch that, just to see where spots are. I tend to think that he's someone who just likes to look forward. So that's all right.
I would have expected and liked Frozen to hold first for a little longer. I mean, he is in a good spot right now since he has a Mega, but...
and there's the blue shell coming out. So
never mind.
He's about to be in a really good spot here.
Oh, takes it through cut, yeah, I guess.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, because now DZ's gonna be in top 2 and their bagger is not even gonna go for boxes, so Shock is not very likely to come out, especially if the IS bagger get the crowd to, I should say.
And it looks like IS did get the shock, so...
yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but I guess it consider the probabilities of what was going to happen, it was the right thing to use the Mega. Because if Carter pulled the bill, it was going to be over, and they were going to be top 3 even right now, I think. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. Oh, the bill and 8. Never mind. I guess there was some information that DC didn't know.
I'm sure they were well aware, because it did look like Spec was going for boxes as well. So I think both teams knew that IS had the bill. So we'll see how the race plays out. But I mean, there's still, you know, a couple IS players back here in 6-7, not in a great spot. But I think it looks like IS has top 2 7-8 right now, and only a single Shroom in 6th, so it might get enough. Oh, Mike got hit. 3 bottom 4 for IS. Well,
the shock
just guarantees last for him. So a couple more points coming in for IS. That's really good race against 2 shocks.
Well, surely not 2, 3, 4, 5, so we've just seen Frozen get 8th, but I think it is 2, 3, 4.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you for that. I told you I would make a fool of myself plenty enough. So here we go.
Yeah, I think that was Orca getting first. I think the voice, yeah.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
52, holy shit. Okay.
Well, that answers our question of who's gonna pop off, and it's Casper leading the charge with 52.
Not very surprising, is it?
You know what? I actually think it kind of is, because Casper is someone who has invested a lot of time in Mogies, and while that is great, it's a very different style of play. And yeah. I mean, he was able to play basically a Mogi for himself here, where he was just able to run, and like any items that he got, he could just go ahead and just spam them and didn't have to worry too much about his teammates, because he was never in a situation where he was kind of overlapping with his teammates. The only real overlap that I saw him have was a little bit there on Coconut Mall, just with Frozen, where they kind of team back spammed a little bit, and that was really it. For the most part, I mean, he was just kind of doing his own thing, and he did it very well. So
Yeah, again about the mega usage is that if they knew someone out Bill, then I probably would have held it to predict, because when Bill is in play, someone's gonna get shocked. If they didn't know that Bill was in play, then I guess it was the right thing, because they might have thought then one of the bagger was gonna pull it, or in this case, Kirata would have pulled it, because Spec would have not even gone for boxes.
right, but since both baggers were going for boxes,
Yeah.
or just the moment that Karalte is going for a couple boxes, you can confirm that, hey, one of their teammates has Bill. So then it becomes a question of, why doesn't DZ try to knock it out of him? Or even if it's not knocking it out, just kind of force use it if you've got reds or greens, just like back spam away, try to hit him, force his hand, and if he's gonna sit there and hold it, then your team also has a good chance of getting the shock as well. So we'll be interested to see if what other kind of decisions there, because again, that was kind of a mentality that comes out from DZ and a lineup of people who traditionally are going and using Mogi as their way to play Mario Kart.
Yeah, keep in mind we also didn't really get to see what happened. Maybe, I don't know, anything really could have happened.
Yeah. I mean, we could have seen a lot of options from there, and I mean, again, we didn't have insight into the back of the pack for a lot of that, so there may have been attempts coming out to try to force the Bill out early, and they were just evaded. I really like the DK Summit pick, actually. I think that's a cool track pick coming in for IS. 1-4. That's not too bad either for that, because Gomez can draft and they can be top 2 out of cannon and look pretty good.
I feel like Casper is looking really strong in this one. This is one of those tracks where it's a lot about your driving, or I guess the capability of taking double without getting hit off or bumped off or anything. I don't know. I think like Casper is looking really good on this one.
Oh, Frozen immediately finds himself at first after that ramp.
Yeah, this was my concern when we were trying to predict IS track picks, because it is those spots, but like charge,
ooh,
I don't think.
What? What was that physics? He clips the corner and slides backwards. Oh no, you hate to see it. I mean, I'd love to see it because that's fun. That's fun Mario Kart to watch, but oh man, you hate to see it. Yeah, drop the Fs, please. Pay your respects for Frozen, who has been absolutely decapitated.
Alright, let's see. It looks like IS is in the most of the top spot. We see Gwyn in third. Gomez gets hit, but it looks like IS
Wins
is in
first, top 2 now for DZ.
Oh, wait.
Quick swap over, top 3 now coming in for. Oh, that's a bad last turn from Frozen.
What even happened to Charge? Because I think he was the one in
He
first.
got redded. He just got redded by Casper.
Shock anything? No. Oh, IS had it.
Yep, they did indeed. It looks like I don't think anyone made backward strat there, but I did not get to see. So
I think they did.
do you think they didn't make backwards?
It's
Luca coming out. Actually, not that bad. He goes for double.
I was good on red.
Lagging. Okay, he's good.
What happened to Mike and what happened to Casper right after?
Whoa.
Oh, and the bad ending. Oh, even worse.
Actually, he should slow down. Okay.
No.
He may have been able to get Orn in a spot or two, but.
So, okay, that ending. So Mike was in first, and then somehow Casper got into first, and then something happened to him.
Yeah, and then Casper died, and then IS got top 2, so. I'm not sure what happened to Casper.
Yeah, because like Mike could have really been anything that made him lose first. Maybe he didn't even go for double.
No, because even after double, Casper had it. I wonder if he just hit a Shy Guy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Mike didn't go for double, and that's why
maybe,
Casper
yeah.
overtook him. But then Casper, did he get sniped? Did he hit something on the ground? I don't think it shot guy because they were on the other side of the health pipe, as what we could see. But
I'm not sure. Maybe there was like a ground shell or something like that.
yeah, something from the last lap or anything really.
Mm-hmm. Well, good race there for IS. It brings it back within 1. So
yeah, how does this tight?
Again, neck and neck. After this, we'll be halfway through. I'm interested to see the scores. I would love for a win of this race by 1 for Insane Team, just to kind of have a reset at the halfway point. That would be really fun.
Yeah, I don't know why people, when talking about sports, they say that ties are like a waste of time because no one gets to win. I think it's pretty high to when it's close.
I want it to be close. I don't want a tie. I mean, we're not looking to push a whole nother.
A tie, like not at the end of the thing in this occasion.
Oh yeah, just like halfway through or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to be a low-scoring game if it's sports, because I don't want to watch a pitching battle if it's baseball. Load up the bats. Let's just start knocking some out of the park. Top 3 right now for IS. Great spot.
Looks like they did load.
If they get to the boost pads with no problems, good lap.
That green disappeared by hitting the bomb curve, but the bomb didn't actually explode. That's pretty fortunate for Frozen. Oh, it's gonna get too
good
easy.
use of the mega. Honestly, that was about to be disastrous.
Did he get? I think he did get Willy bumped while Gomez had triple greens around, and he didn't get hit by the greens.
Like something. Ooh man, scary situation here.
He didn't even take him out or pass him, so he's still gonna have some problems there. It does well to avoid though, but that's for cost of a mega. Oh, yeah, I would have held it for longer. Yeah. You could argue.
That was a fast red. That was really nice. Yellow card, good call. So Mike now, just the only one holding down first here for Insane Team, and Frozen's in a tough spot here. Nice red back, but that a little late.
Good job from Mike to scare him, but good job. Oh, it gets him.
Yeah, he bounced over onto it. Yeah.
And he was gonna hit his own banana if it didn't disappear in time as well.
And now a quick turnaround. Oh, I wonder if that red broke it, or the Nana broke the red. That'd be interesting. Truck, nice. Oh yeah, I probably would have tried to drop that right at that green. That would have been really good. That's tough with both of them. Oh, we got him. DZ top 2. Good spot to be in top 3. Ooh, is that risky to hit Casper? It looks like he had to run into the wall maybe. Top 3, I still think for DZ that's a big win in a
Mike might have got second or third because it was close, but he might have got a third, I think.
That was overall just nice play from Frozen to single-handedly take out the top 3.
Yeah, we were saying that the blue wasn't a good play to throw it that quick because you probably should have waited until after the boost spot. But in the end, it might have been better because it was gonna be 1v.
It did give him an item that ended up taking out Gomez.
And it was gonna be 1v3 for the entire boost spot section if you didn't throw the right away. And then the red that was. Pretty fortunate, but a pretty good play at the same time. I think not really a good player from him, but Gomez not going the tightest of the line, I guess. Got caught up a little bit and also side-dreaded. I think he probably could have done better to keep his spot.
And I think that's something that is a product of the Throne Blue, because I don't think Gomez was able to keep his speed because he has to miss a boost pad because of the blue. So I think in a situation like that, it was just 200 IQ play coming out from Frozen, and here I am just thinking, oh man, that's not a great idea, and he's just showing us wrong, and I like it. So,
and yeah, also Mike, in my opinion, was doing a pretty good job that I don't see too many people do. Actually, scare the guy in second, Frozen in this occasion, but Frozen did first a really good job avoiding the reds. And then this knife, I guess that those were pretty good. The banana, and also what was pretty lucky is that it was gonna run into his own banana, but lag was kind of in his
Yeah,
favor.
Mike did the same line that Frozen did and ended up taking out the Nana for him, so it ended up working out. And yes, log to lemon, I called it wrong again. You can keep a tally if you want and give it to me at the end. I know it's going to be a lot, so feel free. But here we are, BC3, top 2 for DZ, and we're going to see if they just try to hold this until they get to the cut. But Mike Sherman up, Gomez hits the wheelie bumped off banana, and now all of a sudden IS is in control. This fib is not going to be going on the cut from Frozen. Instead, it's probably going to face tank something. I don't think that first fib blocks. Yeah, that's first fibs. Yeah, it's just a Nana. Right. Everyone else can take cut. And just a solid spot now here. 2-4 for DZ, 1-3 for IS. Green's coming back. Wonder if those were from Gomez, if they were from someone else.
I don't know about going for these many boxes.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I think he got it from the front.
No, I think it might have been a back spot actually. Because I don't see the red connecting.
Frozen's funky cheered after the green, so.
Oh, never mind. Wait, what's going on? Hello?
They were stopping for a blue.
Hello? Alright. All of a sudden, Frozen's gonna benefit from that.
What happens? A good POW, good timely POW. Quinn is able to take cut with a star. He makes it top 3 now for DZ. Holding down it pretty solidly. I wonder if Casper's holding up. He is. There now, you just throw everything away.
Oh, that didn't really look like it was gonna be good for DZ.
It looks like
here we go.
IS probably has the shock.
The Daisy's going forwards, and we're not. That's Kart. Oh, blue coming in. It's gonna be the second for Casper this race.
Yeah, I do think that IS has shock, and I think that Spec is just holding onto a star to try to maybe drop for them after the shock happens. So we'll see what happens. They gotta space this out a little bit, make sure that they don't mess up each other. Both of those are blocks, so that's good. They take out the fib. Ooh.
Oh, the wall. Oh, shot coming in.
Good.
Was it a late call or was? Oh no, mine. I said my bad.
No, it was good for what it was. I think they were trying to target shock. Casper after Lugia takes the cut.
Yeah, because I completely forgot I said it.
2, 3, 4 coming in. 4. Yep, and another blue. Probably another IS blue, honestly. That was really good. Really good race, all things considered. They took a lot of blues. They took a lot of punishment, and they still pull off 2, 3, 4, so they get a winning race. They extend this lead a little bit more, and this is that point of the match. I mean, there's only 5 races left. You're starting to inch forward. You're up 12 before this race. You get another winning race, and that's the thing. Like, they don't have to extend this lead. I mean, obviously that's ideal if you do, but they don't have to extend this lead right now. All they have to do is win races. If they win each race, they're up. They win. That's it. That's it. It's done. It's one and done here.
Sounds easy.
And I mean that's kind of the thing. If you can take at least 2 blues and the opponent gets shocked and you still win the race, that's demoralizing for the other team's mentality.
Not intended.
This is gonna be that time of the match where IS is going to have to really dig deep and see what they can do. I mean, they're in a tough spot right now. Pun counter 2, Wally gets it right counter 3. Okay. We can make more puns if that's what you want, but only 3 on the right counter is kind of high. I don't know if I got that many things right. Stadium coming out for DZ. Called that one earlier. IS going for Grumble. You called that out earlier too. This is some good team track pick right now. To win, you have to win. Okay. That's not quite how I said it, but I get it. They're already winning. Because they're already winning, all they have to do is win races. if they don't lose a race, they're not going to lose the war from this point because of their situation. They got their stadium pick. This is Quinn's far and away favorite track, and if he tells you otherwise, he's lying to your face. And Lugia pulls triple nanas right off the start. That's really big. But now, I don't know if he pulled an item, but I think he might be able to break it on the wall.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, it was just
Nice
lag.
fit.
I thought, oh, that was okay. That was pretty good. Yeah, I thought for a second it was just lag, but I thought that to avoid the red, he had to take a pretty unconventional line that made him lose first, but it was just lag, I guess.
Yeah, it does appear to be that
Oh.
way. He's gonna be forced to use it. That star, like there's nothing he can do there. Whether it was the bomb or the red's behind, no matter what, he's gonna be using it. Luckily for DZ, Charge just pulled the TC. And maybe unluckily, I was gonna say if he just pulled a Mega too, unluckily for DZ, he pulled a Mega right after. But a big gap here. Ornin's the one that's up there right now for DZ, and it looks like he's in first, and Frozen pulls another Mega. Oh no, Ornin's in second right now. What happened? I wonder if he got hit. Oh, dropped back to third. Now IS holding top 2.
What even?
DZ Pow coming in from the looks of it.
Oh, Bill being used. Was it the? It might have been one of the baggers, maybe. Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
looks like
IS
has the
yeah,
shock,
yeah,
so...
yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Oh, is he gonna, yep, he's gonna have to...
Oh, that's
use it.
laggy. Alright.
He's gotta be careful not to mess over his teammates. Ooh, really high up there.
I think I'm a little bit behind. Oh, shock coming in. I thought they weren't going to use it, but since so I guess it's worth it.
At this point, there's no way that another shot can come in. The blue, though,
Oh.
Frozen is helpful, but that's a bad spot to get blue, too. Charge pools
Bill?
Bill. And
had it
everyone is
from
dying, and what is happening? All of a sudden, Frozen goes all the way up to 5th, and 2 of IS drop to 6-7. That was the race that you're down 15, and all of a sudden you're winning after that. I mean, that's the race that IS needed to take over, and they had everything, and somehow all of a sudden Gomez drops all the way back, and only 1-3-6-7. So it's still enough, but only a win by 3. That should at least be a 13-point win right there, that race. Even with Jorge getting blued, you have everything you need. You have top 2. Why are you risking anything that's gonna ruin top 2? You can't do that. I think that's poor decision making coming out from IS there. I don't know what the call was like, but they had all the pieces to the puzzle and they just needed to put it together.
I feel like they probably should have used it to TS 3-4, even if one of DZ was going to predict. They weren't going to overtake any of top 2. So at worst, they were going to get top 2, 5, 6. The blue is pretty unfortunate for them, but I guess there was something they could have done.
I think IS was holding it. There wasn't a blue the whole race, and then the shock happens, items get reset, and blues pulled immediately. It happens all the time. My question is, why do you want to risk that? That is a little questionable, I think. And they had so much potential with that race. I mean, even if you just let top 2 cross the line and then you shock after, doesn't really matter, because you're still gonna get top 2, which is already better than what you had there. Or at worst, it's the same. It's a tie to that. And they were holding dodges. Like you have to imagine that they're gonna gain some spots. So Wally Ranta's right counter is now at 1. Yes, there's not a lot of time left in the race, but from the standpoint of the shock resetting the items, you're so likely to see a blue from someone. So you're gonna flip that coin. That's really what they're doing, is they're flipping a coin there, right? Someone's gonna get it. Well, if you dodge and you're gonna have more spots, the coin is gonna be more favored to DZ since they're all mid spots. Again, anyways, 2020, we're sitting in our nice comfy chairs. We're not playing real time. And the match is only a 12-point match. Like, okay, let's calm down, Wally.
Kart is actually going to get subbed out, and Charge is going to be bagging, and it's going to be Crash going to run what we all been waiting for. So with this change, I think IS is going to stand a bigger chance. Even if you sub in for a better player, it's not always optimal. It's something I wouldn't do. Because he's not been in the war. He doesn't know how things have been going. I guess unless he's watched the stream, but even then, it's not like playing it. So I mean, it is going to be a pretty big difference now in terms of you get crash instead of charge, which for me is a pretty big difference.
It's always risky subbing someone in because just like any match, no matter if it's sports, if it's whatever, just the flow of the game is so important. And if you're coming in cold and you don't have that flow of the match, it's tough. I mean, he has 1 GP to just go all the way through this and do well, and that's a tough spot to be in. So I'll be interested to see how Crash does, and hopefully he's in and we're going soon.
Yeah, personally, especially in a league match, I would never try to get a sub. Like I would never use that as an option. If the guy that gets subbed out doesn't absolutely have to go and cannot continue the match, or if he's doing terrible, which Gelta obviously hasn't been doing bad. He's got a quite good amount of shocks. I think it's been quite even with spec, but I think that if it's Crash subbing in, it might just be worth it, and it's that close that I think it could pay off.
Oh, I'm definitely not saying don't sub in Crash. Let's just get that right out of the way. I am not saying do not sub in Crash. I'm just saying it's gonna be harder for Crash to come in cold and just immediately have to perform. And yes,
I agree.
Gardner Minshew did come in and play well, but he's basically Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, and he could throw that ball a quarter mile. He could throw it over the mountains. Of course, he's gonna do fine. All right, he's the spitting image of Uncle Rico, and you can hold that fact right there. And then yeah, Gardner Minshew did end up losing the starting job. Back to was it Foles?
Yeah, but I have no idea what he's talking about. American sports, but I'm guessing it's like baseball.
It's American football, yeah.
Oh God, nah, take me out of here.
Yeah, all the Europeans are probably just exactly how Merc is. Yikes! So
my ears are bleeding.
We got 4 races. DZ up by 12. Let's see what happens. Grumble Volcano is the pick, and everyone was picking Grumble Volcano except for one person. I think that was Hornan.
I saw one at Daisy Circuit to get fit.
You want a Daisy Circuit? The absolute mad lad picking Daisy Circuit against the entire room. Hornan better have gotten first if it was picked.
People talking about Jorge being 1v9 and people Casper being 1v9, the true 1v Hornan against all the GVs.
Yeah, seriously, someone take that picture and put it on the freaking fridge, because that is the true 1v9 legend himself.
Anyways, GV. Frozen, I think he might have just... Oh, never mind. Charge was the rest of the room and he's bagging, so that's why he's overtaken first so easily.
Yep, so... Now we're in a situation where he got that box and I assumed 3rd place. Jorge is not in a good spot here because he is about to taste this red. Oh, the wheelie bump, the legend! Jorge still gonna get redded, but great stuff coming out there from Jorge playing that. I cannot see top 2 yet, but it is Gomez and it looks like Mike. Yeah, they're just...
I thought that Gomez didn't have more shrooms, but he wasn't backing, so yeah, he does have more.
Well, I have now seen Gomez fail it for the first time in my life. I spoke it to life, and well, I will have to apologize to him later, but still 1st place for IS, and is it 1-3 and a shroom here? Oh no, Ornan's up there. And he's gonna dodge. Oh, he could have.
No, he definitely could have.
If he got the wheelie up in time, drop this fib on Mike, go wide with it.
If he got this smooth strat here, he could have definitely held the time.
No one's taking cut yet. Mike's taking it in fourth. The shock red.
Oh, but the fib as well. It's gonna be 1-for-1.
It's still gonna be okay because he's still gonna grow first and he's gonna pass him. He's gonna get a good timing here.
Unless
Yep.
he gets.
Oh, he didn't get the good timing.
Yeah. Oh,
Gomez there, but ooh, I think it was just lag.
Oh, just like it.
But Quinn trimmed up at the end. And overall, 1-3 for IS. I think 1-3.
Yeah.
7-8 maybe.
I think
Or
so.
6-8.
6-8, I think.
Close race. And that, I mean, that's what IS has to do here. They're gonna have to start stringing a couple races together, or get one big race. And they're in a good spot. I mean, you're only down 12 before that. 1-3, 6-8.
We completely forgot about a shot this race. And our tracker is so big, like GV.
And only dodging Mike there, it does guarantee the first, which is big. So, I mean, you're looking, and the 9th place actually means a lot here because, you know, you go from a 31-point race to a 32-point race. So now you crack in by 3 instead of 1, and here we are, single digits with 3 races left, and Crash got last.
And I don't know who got the
Put
shot.
one on the Wally was right counter. Thank you. Put it on the board. That being said, Crash is going to come out in 45 the rest of this GP, and I'm going to look like a fool. But again, not surprising. I do that a lot to myself. So, 3 races. Are we going to see RBC? It is. And it was a pick from IS, I believe. Yeah, that's Mike picking RBC. Which is interesting because they don't have 4th.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to try to go for the most wheelie bombs possible at the beginning.
Yeah, he's probably going to go swerve to the left. Yep, there's the swerve, but he's still going to give... Oh, no, he's a little far away.
I don't know how that really happened, but I guess it's worked out for
the double backstep pivot is big. Bottom 4 at the moment for DZ.
That one
this
basically
bagging is
all
so
way.
much worse. How am I supposed to tell? I'm gonna have to keep track of them once that we pass them here.
Yeah, they're both bumped.
Come on, before it was so easy, I could tell you exactly who had the shock. Now they're gonna have to test my map reading. That's a yikes right there. First one back was...
It looks like Specs behind. So he's ahead actually.
Right, yeah, he's winning the backwards right now, but top 2 for IS, and is Jorge with triple nanas. I have to imagine he's gonna block it. He does.
Yeah.
And just to catch up, he shrooms up. Items or time, and I would have probably gone for the time. And another nana, yep, from Jorge. That's smart. Frozen Reddit. I think you go for that, but he did not. And a green. Good avoidance here from Frozen. He's holding on to this 3rd, but there's a huge gap between 3rd and 4th.
Oh, T-Paul coming in blue as well.
And this is big. He's got
And he's
first
gonna,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Jorge? I didn't think the power was gonna be that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse.
It wasn't just that. It was the fact that the blue was in a bad spot for him too. So he had to massively slow down, not just from the power, but from the blue. So Frozen being able to take cut really gives him a bit of a break there. And is cut still blocked? It is not. He blocks it. Risky if Jorge has a red and he throws it. He does not.
It's gonna work out right now. I wouldn't have done that, even though it is gonna work out.
I just think that's so risky. Like if you do have that pull there, you're in just such a horrible spot. I think you backspam after the thwomps here. If I'm Frozen, you drop that. Nope.
I think he's gonna wait for the bridge.
Gonna wait for bridge.
Yeah.
And then maybe double block. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he pulled another fib. Good luck, Jorge. He's gone. And then hits the nana.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's gonna be fine.
A little bit. That's gotta be, you know, like a courtesy banana hit from Frozen.
Yeah.
You just pulled 2
bit of a
fibs.
fair
There's
play.
No chance you can get through that. I'm sorry. I'll eat a nana for you. That green tight is gonna hit somebody. I'm calling it now. And a star picked up, dropped. So IS shock. But is it enough? I don't think so. He's big. He's gonna have a nana. And I think DZ is top 2. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, that's spec. Okay. At least 2-3 then from IS. I have to imagine they got probably fourth. Or
I
fifth.
saw a lot of DZ just crossing I. I think they got 2, 3, 4, 6 IS.
Again, just chipping away. 2 races to go. It's a 7, so it is a 2-point game with 2 races to go.
Oh my god.
Can you ask for anything more coming up from a semifinals match here? This is exactly what we're here for. This is why there are 100 people watching this stream. Shout out to you all, by the way. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
This is exceeding the expectations for me. I didn't think
I'm
it was
a
gonna be
little
this
shocked,
close.
but I'm pleasantly surprised that IS showed up in the way that they have. And I mean, it just goes to show you don't have the D1 MVP, and you know what? There is going to be a little bit of a drawback. So I'm excited. We have 2 races left. Let's see what the picks are. Treeway from Frozen, Mushroom Gorge for IS, and even a little help from DZ, and then Lugia repicking RBC. So the shouts of the outs. Oh, anytime. We're glad to have you guys here. If DZ wins, it's because of Frozen's luck. You can't really pin it on one person. There's 8 people driving forward, 2 people going backwards. There's a lot of impact that every single person can have, but the outcome of war can't really be predicated on one person.
We do have to say though, he has been pretty lucky though.
He has been lucky, but he has done a phenomenal job. He was solo.
No,
He
yeah,
was alone in 3rd, and he didn't get hit by anything.
Yeah, I forgot the word. Throwback. For some reason I couldn't think of that. To MH.
Oh, throwback to
Throwback,
MH. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Frozen has played very well, and I don't think this is... Wait. Yeah, okay, everything's fine. I freaked out for a moment. I was like, wait, what happened? Did someone fail it there? And, we're alright. After the... Yes, especially there. And then he went between 2 nanas. I mean, I just think Frozen's been playing really well. And here he is.
How could it
This is the thing that you don't see from a lot of the DZ lineup, but Frozen is definitely something that will. Just slowing the pack down a little bit and just causing it to have a little bit of a separation here between top 2. Ooh, that push off is so unfortunate, but he does still give top spots a bit of a lead. There's a gap after the top 4.
And unless he could spill an 8th now, I think he's out of contention for a mid spot.
100%. But he got a star, so I mean he could still get 6th easily here. I mean this is still easy 6th. It'll just be interesting to see. Okay, so an IS shock. Interesting. Triple shrooms. Okay, just chains them all. I don't like going for the left here, but okay, he's gonna get at least 6th. Oh no, sorry, at least 7th because everyone is taking cut. Oh, yep, 7th.
Second's gonna be a really good race for DZ.
Yeah, still gonna be a great race, and I mean, no matter what, there's still a chance here for IS, but that is a 3 of bottom 4 is not where you want to be right now.
I think they might have got first though. IS.
You'd have to hope, you know, having the shock predicated, but no, he only gets 2nd.
No.
2-4. Okay, so Jorge did pass Ornan at the end there. So 26, so lost by 9. I mean, 11 points? It's definitely doable. That's definitely doable. You're still in a good spot. You're within striking distance here. All you need is a chance. But basically in the playoffs, because DZ is the higher seed, if they win this match, the series is over. If IS, it goes to a 2nd match, and then that's the final match. So here we go. MC3 versus Maple Treeway. Who's going to get the pick? A lot of this is a big pick here for IS, because if it's Maple and DZ just runs away with it, you are in trouble. And the Mike pick. Wait, no, that wasn't Mike's me. Is it? I actually can't tell. It was Quinn's me. Okay, we're all right. And this is suicide, so this is gonna be a tough spot. And a blowout is not good. Well, that's good for IS. It does give them a chance. 7th place box. Golden. Very good item. This will get him back. Top or bottom 2 for DZ right now is good news for a chance here for IS. Oh, someone's off and it's Gomez. That's bad news. And then mid spots here. TC is past to Jorge, and this is about to be top 3 coming in for DZ. IS is going to have to do something really soon, and Frozen does get bodied around a little bit, but he's still alive in 4th. He's no longer alive.
No, mine.
Scratch that. And back in 8th. So here we go. Who is going to get the shock?
We can't really see it from there.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to see. And Bill now for Frozen. Okay, I was wrong. This is pretty lucky. Oh, now the box spamming begins, but now this is just a 50-50 dice roll.
Look, DZ murdered at the top spot, so regardless of the shot. Wait. Are both baggers going away? Or. Does someone have it?
Like no one has shock yet.
What? They're waiting far from the box set then.
He might get forced to use this bill here. Yep, he's gonna have to use it. Oh, he doesn't.
No. Thinks it's not worth it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you
maybe they have
someone's running now, so they must have shock. Or he knows that IS has shock and it's yep.
Star and Bill being used. 2-3 dodging, and I think that might be games.
That should probably seal it. So I think Casper and Quinn dodged.
I think it was
now
them
Mike
too,
pulls a TC, and that should just about put it away.
Unless they'll disconnect
there is
right
a
now.
chance at a second shock here, and this is really important here. The second shock comes right here. There's still a chance, but top 2 seems to be gone, and that does put it away here for DZ. So congratulations to DZ. Let's see how the results turn out.
Top 4 even.
Yeah, they just gave him top 4, I think. Finishing it in style from DZ. So congratulations to DZ and their win over IS. And they are going to be playing MW in the finals. And that will be happening next weekend.
The results are gonna look one side. It's gonna, I think it's gonna be like plus 40, plus 42 in the end for DZ when there hasn't even been point deficit by more than 20. I believe the entire war.
All the way through to the end, and then just the last race out of sheer desperation. IS does give up a top 4, so consistent all the way to the end. Very happy about it. A lot of fun casting this match. Thank you everyone who showed up. We had over 100 viewers today show up. So everyone, thank you for showing up. I think it comes down to DZ and doing a great job of managing to stay in the front and not get hit. I really think it just came down to IS got hit more. And that was the problem. I mean, there were a lot of times we see Frozen come up from the back and just rearing through the pack at the very end, and all you see are everyone from IS stationary because they got hit by something. So I think that really does you gotta pay respect there to DZ for not just hitting IS but for avoiding getting hit and just being able to tank as many blues as they did on a race like BC3 and come away with a race win is huge. So really great job coming out for DZ. They played incredibly well, but insane team for having what I would consider being outplayed in a lot of different categories. They were within 2 points going down to the last 2 races.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Great job both teams. Heck of a match. So glad I was able to cast it. Thank you guys for being back here. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye.